radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers. On Station Head in the description.
Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Leo for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Leo placement in your chart, you can apply this to. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show. It is also in the description. Just by adding me on there, you're also automatically entered into any giveaways I do. So that's super cool. Other than that, Leo, we're gonna see what's going on with you guys this week. What is Leo getting into? What are the messages for Leo? Only messages for Leo today. Only messages for Leo in this moment, for this reading right now. You know something, Leo. You know something. And you want to speak on it, but for whatever reason, you haven't. Maybe you don't want to rock the boat too much. Maybe you don't want to scare someone off. Maybe you don't want to see the truth of the situation yet. We all have those times where we're not really ready to acknowledge the truth. Ignorance is bliss. You want to enjoy what it is for a little while longer. But I will say you see the truth, but for whatever reason, you're not quite wanting to speak on it. We have the Cougar, assertive, wise, and decisive. You're being guided to be attentive towards the universal nudges in your life. Make your decision. Take a risk and step out of your comfort zone. If you change your approach, you change your direction. Each inspired action taken will deliver you to your heart's desires. So if you're on a path right now and that path is not leading you where you want to be, you might as well change the direction, because at least it's going to lead you to a new path. And there may be an assumption that everything will be kind of over, or things will kind of end if you tap into what you know and declare that and put, pull that outside of you, and say what you're feeling. But I don't think that's necessarily true. You have to take this inspired action towards your heart's desires. And if something can't meet you in the middle, it may not be for you, or it may not be for you now. Tapping into Pisces reading, wow, that was the most powerful reading I've done in a while. And their reading was all about not conforming to what someone else wants just because they feel like that's what they want. But, sometimes people do have to see, what it is. Things just have to kind of be laid on the table. We have the Falcon. Independence, knowledge, and clarity. You're being guided to observe, grow spiritually, and find clarity and rise above any relationship issues, it says. Your intuitive nature, speed, and accuracy allow you to seize any opportunity effortlessly. So it may be matters of the heart that we're talking about here, Pisces, that you're struggling with. There's a relationship, it's not going well, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. There's all sorts of relationships, friendships, relationships with your parents, coworkers. Maybe people at the workplace are seeing you totally wrong. You came up in there like Snooki, super excited, just wanted to have fun, and then you kind of made a buffoon of yourself in the beginning. Or maybe you misread the room and now people don't like you. You have the opportunity to change that, but we have to address the elephant in the room to do so. Or in a relationship, maybe you played it cool and you wanted to do things differently, but you're like, okay, this ain't the path. Allow yourself to keep changing and keep evolving and conform based on the situation, changing your approach. We have the Panda. You're allowed to grow. You're allowed to evolve. Allow yourself to grow spiritually and in all ways. If your desires change, that's okay. Balance, harmony, and detachment. You're being guided to remove self-sabotaging thoughts and feelings that and no longer label yourself or others. Take a step back and find the harmonic balance within your life and its relationships. So relationships are at the forefront here, Leo. I hope I haven't been calling you guys Pisces after I said it that one time. I don't think I have, but anyways, yeah. Relationships are highlighted here this week. Align with your core values and embrace the magic of today. So you may have looked at someone like they were going to be something, or convinced yourself that they had to be something, or that they were something, and now you're kind of hitting a wall, and you know, it's causing you to do things that aren't really maybe helping the situation. Like it's causing you to be quiet. For an example, someone came in somewhere along the way, you convinced yourself, oh, this is my future person, this person has so much potential, so they are that person that I'm supposed to be with. And now you're getting to the nitty-gritty, you're past the infatuation stage, and you're actually having to break through the dense layers of what is this person. And now you're kind of feeling like, okay, I just need to remain quiet because I don't want to lose out on this already. And it's like, well, you kind of jumped the gun a little bit, so it's time to step back and say how you feel, speak from the heart. And if someone can't handle that, you're out of alignment. If you can be vulnerable enough but they can't be vulnerable, either they need some time or they may be just out of alignment, and that's the problem here in the first place. So then we have the Bear. This one says unconditional love, playful and protective. You're being guided to rest and enjoy yourself and others. Create the balance in your life and follow your truths. You will intuitively know when and how to take inspired action. You have immense inner wisdom and physical strength. Absolutely. So let's see what else we got going on for the Leo. You know, follow your truth. You'll know when and how to say what you need to say, even if you feel like things are too far gone. They're not. We have the 8 of Swords here, so you're scared. You kind of feel like you backed yourself into a corner. You've set this expectation or put out this energy that things were one way, and now that you're seeing that they're not, or now that, you know, you're feeling kind of trapped, it's like you don't know how to get out of the situation. But stand up, see things for what they really are from that bird's eye view, and just move forward here. You know, maybe ask someone to help you out of this if this is not what it is, especially if you don't communicate. That's the biggest thing. Like, a lot of people don't really want to communicate about what it is for them, so they end up kind of stuck. Allow someone to help you. Say, hey, this is how I'm feeling, and if we're truly in this together, then I would like your help to get out of this space because I don't know how to navigate. I'm feeling like I'm not receiving the love that I deserve or the love that I want. I'm feeling like we're stagnant, like we're not going anywhere. With that 9 of Cups in reverse, I don't feel satisfied anymore, or this thing that you did, you said that I saw, it's bothering me. Are you, you know, what is it for you? Let's determine the relationship, you know, let's have the conversation. We have the Queen of Cups and Queen of Coins, and you have to do this for you. Don't shortchange your future by not having the conversation you need to have now. Because if you're not moving towards a 10 of Cups with someone anyway, then, you know, like I said, we all have these times where we kind of want to sit in the energy and we don't want to rock the boat too much. But, you know, there's got to be some point where you gotta kind of put yourself out of your misery and say, I want to walk towards my 10 of Cups now. Even if, you know, my 10 of Cups before was something more casual, I'm wanting something more serious with you or in general now. And if you're not wanting that, I will release you to, you know, maybe see what else is out there and come back to me, or I will release myself to experience this because you deserve that. You deserve the best of the best. You deserve the absolute most, Leo. And 9 of Cups came out in reverse. 9 of Coins came out in reverse now. So 2 energies of not feeling fulfilled on a self basis. 9 of Coins is really self-based. The 9s, they're all really self-based. Whether it's self-inflicted stress and worry with the 9 of Swords, whether it's, you know, feeling content and being able to offer something to someone else because you love yourself fully with the 9 of Cups, or whether it's you're self-sufficient and you know your value and you're strong standing on your own with the 9 of Coins. All of the 9s are really kind of based in self-value or your thoughts or your perspective in some way. And with the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Coins being in reverse, this lets me know you're not getting anything out of the situation, Leo. Not this way, you know? And it's all a matter of perspective. So right now you do feel like you're getting something out of this situation because at least you have something or someone, but it's still not. You could have the best of the best, the most, whether it's with this person or not. I feel like honest conversations need to be had this week, Leo, so that you can be released to a better future. Because right now, this is feeling very restrictive. This is feeling very 9 of Swords. Oh, we did have the 8 of Swords. So this is feeling very like self-inflicted. Like this feels like you're punishing yourself, like you don't feel like you deserve any better. And that could be because you're still hanging on to self-limiting beliefs that were projected to you by someone else. Like maybe your ex told you you're not going to get any better, so now you're dealing with someone who's not giving you what you deserve or what you want, and you feel like because of what your ex said and because you haven't worked through that, you deserve it, or they're right, you're right. You know, you gotta burst through that energy. You have to. And it's just weird coming from Leo, but Leos are often, honestly, I feel like one of the most misunderstood signs, because even though you guys, I find the most soft girls and soft boys with Leo, to be honest. Because I'm about to put my sign on blast for a second. Even though a Cancer can make you feel like they're soft boy, soft girl, Leos, I feel like you guys really are genuinely tapped in to emotion and to other people's emotion, and you don't want to rock the boat, and you really are more soft and warm, but you also like to have fun and get into it. So it's like just misunderstood. But anyways, getting back to you guys, this one actually did kind of flip when it flew out. But this is going to be about untangling yourself moving forward. We got the 8 of Coins. We already had the 8 of Swords that came out first. Now we got the 8 of Coins with it. It's just time to untangle yourself by having conversations. If people can't handle the conversation, you know, if you can't take the heat, they got to get out the kitchen. Like, they really do have to move, because they're just in the way right now. And man, regardless of how people feel, like, if you can't allow me to express myself, yeah, I'm going to bulldoze you out of the way. And no, I'm not wrong. And that's what it is. Like, 6 of Swords, King of Swords, you guys are surrendering to how you feel, and you're moving forward, like, regardless of, you know, if this has to be a lesson. I feel like you guys are darn near at the point where it's like, it's just gonna have to be a lesson then. Because with the Hierophant, you know, intuitively, you know, tapping into your inner wisdom, this isn't what you deserve or what you want, so you have to untangle yourself. If your manager isn't willing to give you a raise, you know, pay you a little more so you can take care of the bare minimum, you got to get out of the matrix and find another way to make money. Regardless of, you know, how they may try to guilt trip you into thinking that you are whatever, not a good employee. Like, you know who you are, and you deserve more, and you're gonna go get it, and who cares? And sometimes you have to be selfish. Maybe you have been a lazy employee. That doesn't mean you don't deserve more. And being an entrepreneur will teach you how to get off your ass real quick. So maybe you just need to be taught by the universe through experience how to be more of a, you know, action-oriented type of employee. Like, maybe it is true, but still, that doesn't mean you deserve to be miserable. So and yet, listen, there's a lot of selfish choices you're gonna have to make this week, Leo, and not everyone's gonna understand it. And because things are already unbalanced and so far gone, yeah, some of the things aren't gonna work out best case scenario for everyone involved, but that does not mean that you deserve to be unhappy. What I mean by that is, in a relationship sense, even if you have to be mean to someone to get them out of your life so that you can move forward, you know, it just is what it is sometimes. Like, it really is. And they've already done things to you could use to justify this. You know, they've already played in your face or wasted your time. So, like, don't worry about the endings being messy. There's going to be some messy endings coming up. Messy endings and messy conversations. But they have to happen. And it's like we're already in an unbalanced place because we're not in the highest of vibrations. No, all of our conversations are not going to be super love and light. But Leo, you have to untangle yourself. So let's see what's going on in love. Okay. Yeah, we have cats out of the bag and plenty of fish in the sea. So you're definitely opening yourself up to go experience, you know, other potential connections or see what else is out there, or setting someone else free to do so. We have something different in apples to oranges. So at the end of the day, you want something different. That may lead to whoever you're talking to now parting ways, or if you're still dealing with people of the past that you don't even like anymore, you may have to have that conversation like, listen, I'm disgusted by you. Not to be rude, but you look like garbage rats. You are an infestation. If you've seen the TikTok, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, you probably think I'm crazy, but I am. So there's that. Apples to oranges and something different. Going to explore other options. Like, you're like, listen, I've dealt with this cycle long enough. I've dealt with you long enough. And at some point you were benefiting me because at least I wasn't lonely, but I'm ready for my 10 of cups now. So ready to the point that I'd rather be alone than dealing with you. And that's gonna hurt someone, but you have to be honest. You want more, you deserve more. It's not fair. Like, life isn't always fair. Like, sometimes, you know, you gotta tap into that yang, that darkness, you know. There's the yin and yang, and sometimes you gotta tap into that darkness to get what you want. But it brings out the most beautiful of situations, and if something is truly unbalanced, the universe will get you later on. But don't try to feel like you gotta dole out karma yourself. Sometimes just to end things, you gotta just do what you gotta do and allow the universe to get you whatever way it needs to happen. But you're gonna have to be a little selfish this week. I just heard Taurus, but this is definitely a reading for Leo. Maybe that's a sign or confirmation for someone. Like, I wonder if they're talking about that one person that this describes to a T. Yes, I am. So anyways, we have the tempter and intruder. So someone is having a hard time letting you go, and they may even be trying to convince you, move in with me, I will do everything, or we live together, you can't leave rent, you're gonna have to pay rent by yourself. How you gonna do that, Leo? You gonna pay rent by yourself? It's not worth it. It's not worth having you in my face every day. Yes, I will struggle. I will figure it out. I'm telling you, the craziest things will happen. Like, when you are at you'd be surprised at how things will work out for you, how the universe will protect you and provide for you, and how you will provide and protect yourself. If you really need to go get it, Leo, you will go get it. So do not be afraid of, like, repercussions and things. Seriously. You just got to do what you got to do. And someone is kind of going out swinging. They're going out bad, but that's just none of your business. Like, that is not your concern. That is not your burden to carry. We have spent some time and shocked. You'd be shocked by the people who want to spend time with you, who are interested in you, who are willing to give you what it is that you want and need now. Also, I feel like this is time for you to spend some time with yourself. And I feel like the endings that are happening right now are just going to be very shocking generally, to be honest. I feel like, you know, things are kind of like, things are just, there's a lot going on. We have bliss is worth creating from. And then the distraction of shiny things. So I feel like this person or this situation seemed to present itself to be able to be more than it actually is able to provide you. And it's a shiny thing, it's a distraction, it's consistent DU or consistent meow. So, you know, it felt like enough at some point. But all that glitters is not gold, and it's just a distraction keeping you away from what you actually want. So you have to have the conversations, speaking from the heart, being truthful, so that you can be released to move forward. And that's what I have for you guys this week, Leo. Check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show in the description. I love you, Leo. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.
Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.